Hey guys, and welcome to this video. So I just finished filming another video. It was a first impression on the new L'Oreal sponges, so that should be up soon. So for today's video, I wanted to talk through all of my favorite makeup products from the drugstore in 2016. So not all of these are 2016 releases, but they're all new to me as of 2016. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's watched any of my videos. A big part of 2016 for me was getting the courage to start this YouTube channel, and I finally did, and I started uploading videos, and you guys have been giving such tremendous support, and I just really appreciate it. And I'm hoping to work even harder and create even better videos in 2017. So let me know in the comments down below what videos you want to see in 2017. I've been keeping track of all of your requests for the hair tutorials and the mascara favorites, and anything you guys say, I do write it down and keep track of it. So definitely keep them coming. I love hearing what you guys want to see, and I'll be sure to do it. Okay, so for those of you that follow me on Snapchat, you know that it took me a while to narrow this down. I had so many products laid out on my carpet, and I was trying really hard to not have this be an hour-long video. I still do have a lot of products to get through, so I'm going to try and make it pretty fast, but I guess it's a good problem to have that there were just so many great products this year. So I'm going to stop rambling and get right into it. I'm going to go from face products to eye products to lip products, starting with foundations. So the two foundations for 2016 that really blew me away were the Milani Conceal and Perfect and the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. And I'm including this one even though it's not something that I use on myself very often. I don't really recommend this for oily skin types, but if you have dry skin or normal skin, this is a gorgeous foundation. I so wish that I had normal skin so I could wear this foundation. I love the packaging. It's like this beautiful ombre packaging, and it has a pump, which is incredible. The formula for this foundation is out of this world in terms of quality. It gives really high coverage without looking cakey. The only thing I will say is that they don't have a lot of shades for lighter skin tones. I think the lightest shade is still a pretty dark shade, so hopefully they'll come out with more options, but I absolutely love the formula of this foundation, and I highly recommend it to people with dry skin or normal skin. I know I talk a lot about oily skin because that's what I have, but I wanted to include this because it is amazing. I highly recommend checking it out unless you're oily like me. And then the other foundation slash BB cream is this CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream, and for the oily skin girls, this is fantastic. This stuff is so long lasting and it keeps me matte all day long. The formula for this reminds me of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which you guys know is my favorite foundation. So for me to even compare it to that is a high praise. I would not classify this, even though it's called a BB cream, I wouldn't classify it as a BB cream. It's definitely more of like a medium coverage with a thicker consistency. So I classify this more like a foundation, but I love it as a foundation. I think it does an amazing job of giving you coverage and lasting all day without getting oily. So you guys know I love my concealers. I specifically love my Maybelline concealers, the Fit Me and the Age Rewind. So I was really excited when they launched these guys, the Maybelline Better Skin concealers, because I'm always blown away by the quality of Maybelline's concealers, and these did not disappoint. You'll see I have two different shades. I have it in the shade Deep and the shade Light, and I use the shade Deep for contouring and the shade Light for underneath my eyes. And not only are the formulas for these amazing and they blend out seamlessly, they melt into your skin rather than looking like they're sitting on top of your skin, and they have properties in them to help heal acne. So rather than just layering makeup on top of bad skin, you're actually doing some good for your skin when you're using these products, hence the name Better Skin. Okay, so moving on to setting powder. The setting powder of the year for me was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. I have mine in the shade Nude Beige, and I love this stuff. When I use this with my Pro Matte, or when I use this with any foundation, it really extends the wear time of the foundation and keeps my oil at bay for much longer. There are a lot of powders that come out that claim to keep you matte longer, control the oil production, and this is the only one of 2016 that I think really does that. Okay, so you guys are probably tired of hearing about this bronzer because I talk about it at any opportunity that I get, just like I do with the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation. But this is the roundup of 2016, so I'm bringing it up again, and it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. This is my Ride or Die bronzer, so I'm not going to talk about it too much because it is in my Ride or Die video. But oh my gosh, this is one of the best releases from the drugstore in 2016 by far. It smells like the beach. It smells like pina coladas, and it really does feel like, not in a greasy or bad way, but it feels like buttery. It just feels like it's blending into your skin and like the concealer melting into your skin. I know it's on the pricier side, but this is one of those products that is 100% worth it. Okay, so for highlighter of the year, I have to give it to Wet n Wild. Their MegaGlo highlighting powders. These were the limited edition ones in the summer, and then they came back and made them permanent because people were so in love with them. My favorite is the shade Precious Petals. It is a stunning highlighter and unbelievably reasonably priced. Like, I don't know why anyone would go spend $30 on a highlighter when you have this option, because it is the most beautiful highlighter out there. This highlighter is just so finely milled. It goes onto the skin and it doesn't look like you have glitter on your cheek. It really does look like a highlight. It looks like you're glowing from within, and to me that's the true mark of a high quality highlighter. It was between this one and the Gold Bar from their holiday collection. I went with this one because I just feel like it's the perfect shade for my skin tone. Okay, so on to the eyes. I'm going to start with brows. There are two brow products that I want to mention from my 2016 favorites, and the first is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's got a spoolie on one side and the actual product on the other side, and to me this is a dupe for the Anastasia brow pencils, and the color selection on these is amazing. Whether you're looking for like a taupe or a warm brown or a cool brown, they've got all of the different shades that Anastasia carries, and the really fine tip gives you the ability to create those brow-like strokes and make it look believable, like you've got the believable thick full brows. And the fact that it has a spoolie is just the cherry on top. I love this. Okay, we got another Ride or Die product that came out in 2016. So again, I'm not going to go too much in depth because this is a Ride or Die product for me. But the e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream, I don't use this for eyeliner, I just use it for my brows. This stuff, I'm gonna get overwhelmed talking about it. This color selection on these is not as good as the NYX brow pencils, but the formula on this is amazing. It's not too pigmented to where it looks like you've got the drawn on eyebrows, but it's pigmented enough to where you don't feel like you're having to layer it a million times to get the color payoff. This stuff stays on all day long. It's the product I'm wearing in my brows now. I apply this with this brush. I'm not sure what this one is called. I'll see if I can find it and I'll write it in the description box down below. It's just a flat brush. I think it might be an eyeliner brush. And I just use this to kind of outline my brow and then just fill it in. It takes me seconds to do my brow. It probably takes me 30 seconds on each side. It's so fast and it looks so natural. I cannot say enough about this duo. Okay, so next up is eyes. This NYX eyeliner was a new find for me in 2016. It's the NYX Liquid Black Liner in their collection Noir, and again, I've talked about this many times. The brush on this is so fine. It gives you so much control. I was not able to do a good wing until I got this eyeliner. I'm telling you, it's unbeatable. This is the best eyeliner out there. Okay, so next up is eyeshadow. I only have one eyeshadow palette for my favorite in 2016, and it is the CoverGirl TruNaked Goldens. This palette is so stunning, and this is just like my kind of shades. These are the colors I want to decorate my house. These are the colors I wear. Like, I love nudes and neutrals and earth tones. So this palette just really spoke to me, and the pigmentation of these is unreal. This is just one swipe of that copper shade, and it is absolutely stunning. I can't say enough about it. It's got a ton of gorgeous shimmery shades, but I love that it also has this like lighter color here to highlight with a brow bone that's matte, and then this color here, which is a really neutral color that's also matte for a transition shade. So you can use this as your transition shade, this is your brow bone highlight, and then any of these shimmery shades all over your lid and into your crease, and boom, you have an eyeshadow look that looks like it took you forever to do, but it's so simple with this palette. And then I have one more eyeshadow. This is just an individual eyeshadow. It's the Maybelline Expertwear Mono eyeshadows, and the shade Khaki Camo. There's so many times where I would go out in the evening and I would be in a rush. All I would do is take a blending brush, put this all over my lid, into my crease and underneath my lash line, and I got so many compliments on my makeup. And it was like the simplest look with the most affordable little eyeshadow in just one color. So if you're one of those people that watches tutorials here on YouTube and you're like, how many transition shades do I need? Like, I need 10 different palettes to create this eyeshadow look, and you just want one color, you just put it all over your eyelid, into your crease and on your lower lash line and you're done, this is that color. Sorry for the really uneven looking swatch, but I don't know what color this is. I think khaki is a good way to describe it, khaki camo, but I freaking love this color. I just think this shade looks so good on every eye color, and it also is a little bit less intimidating than black when you want to create a smoky eye. You have more room for error when you use a lighter color than black. Black is really unforgiving. If you use a color like this, it will give you that smoky effect, but your blending doesn't have to be as perfect as it does with a black shade. Okay, so next up we have lips, and NYX really took this one for me this year. I discovered the NYX retractable lip liners. I have this shade, and the other one is in my bathroom because I wore it for today's video. That one's called Nude, and this one's called Prune. I've used the Nude shade and this shade to death. I use the Nude shade like I'm wearing right now with a gloss over it or just by itself. And it has kind of a matte finish and it stays on all night long. I love that they're retractable and you don't have to worry about sharpening them. But like I said, that Nude shade is amazing, as well as this plum shade. I've been using this shade specifically a lot with seamless transition. With this shade of this NYX Liquid Suede in Cherry Skies. This was kind of my go-to color in the fall and winter. I also picked up this gray, but I didn't find myself wearing it. I think I liked the idea of being fun and having gray lipstick, but I never wore it. This one, on the other hand, I wore all the time. The formula for this product is just amazing. I went to a party with my husband's family and I wore this shade, and we ate spaghetti and garlic bread and banana pudding, all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the dinner, somebody in my husband's family was like, "How is your lipstick still on right now? Like, tell me what you have on. I'm going to buy it because I cannot believe you just ate a full meal and your lipstick looks untouched." And I was wearing this lipstick over that lip liner, and I'm telling you, it does not budge and it looks amazing. It's not too dry or uncomfortable. I love that it's called Liquid Suede because that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick because those can be really drying. This feels really, really comfortable. It's a good option if you feel like liquid lipsticks are a little bit too dry for you. This formula is incredible. But I personally am a fan of liquid lipsticks, specifically nude liquid lipsticks. And so these are part of my 2016 favorites, the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I really try and venture out of my comfort zone, but I love my nude lipsticks. And so when they came out with this lingerie line, which is basically a collection of a bunch of different nude liquid lipsticks, I was like, that is my kind of lipstick line, and it did not disappoint. I love the color selection of these, and I like the doe foot applicator because it's a little bit longer and more pointed than usual, so it's easy to use this kind of like a lip liner and line your lips before filling them in. But I feel like this formula is really good. It's very, very long wearing, and it's not too drying. It is a little bit drying, but you're gonna get that with any liquid lipstick. These are some of the best options in the liquid lipstick department, and I love that they're all nudes, so these are definitely a 2016 favorite for me. And then the last lip product is a recent discovery that I have been obsessing over, and they are the Revlon Kiss Balms. Over the holidays, there's been so many times that I've gone to the grocery store or Christmas shopping in just leggings and a sweatshirt, and I wanted to look decent, so I'd throw on some mascara and a lip balm, and these have been that lip balm. I have worn these non-stop. I got two shades. First I got this Fresh Strawberry, which is a pink color, and then because I loved this so much, I went and bought Crisp Apple. Both of these have super strong smells, so if you don't like fruity smelling things, stay away from these, but I personally love when lip glosses and chapsticks smell fruity. These just give you a tint of color, and they have an SPF of 20, so they're perfect for running errands when you don't want your lips to be blending in with the rest of your face, but you're not wearing a full face of makeup. They're really moisturizing and surprisingly long wearing. Like, the stain stays on your lips for a long time. Even though these are really recent discovery, I love them so much that they've made it into this video, so I highly recommend giving these a shot. Okay, and then last but not least, the final step of makeup is setting sprays. I have a whole video which I will link down below on drugstore setting sprays, but these were the two from 2016 that blew my mind. My favorite is the NYX Matte Finishing Spray, and then I also love this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. Again, I'm not going to ramble on about these. I have a whole video where all I do is ramble about these, but I highly recommend giving these a try. These were definitely front runners of the entire year. So that is going to be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite product of 2016 is, and I want to make sure that I've tried it. Thank you guys so much for watching. watching, and again, thank you for your support over this last year. It means so much to me, you have no idea. And Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2017 is full of joy and love and happiness for everyone, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I thought my microphone wasn't on. I'm like paranoid about this microphone not being on. I keep checking it.